IVM.
Hello, welcome to another episode of IVM Likes. Finally, after close to 2 years, we are back in our studio, guys. And I can't tell you how great this feels to be recording in the studio with physical people next to me, other than and not looking into a Zoom recording,
screen, a
Zoom screen.
rectangle screen.
Exactly.
Yeah, feels good. Hi,
Hi.
Antariksha.
So that's joining me are my fellow producers Sumit and new joining Zalak. Hi, Zalak.
Hello. Hi.
Okay, so Sumit has been on multiple episodes. Regular listeners of the show, all 300 of you.
You guys are my fan base.
Yes, you guys will know that Sumit is regular and he has recommended some great things. In the past, Zalak is a new producer
Here
at
to
IBM.
capture his fan base.
I mean, yes,
yeah,
correct.
yeah,
Yeah, just
definitely. You'll get more.
we have 301. Zalak Shah, her name is. What were you doing before this, Zalak?
I was a scriptwriter
Oh wow,
and a junior creative producer at a production house.
dude, what production house? Oh, you can't say.
No.
Oh damn it.
Let's
Yeah.
not.
Let's say-
XYZ.
No.
If we
XYZ.
guess, will you say yes or no? Guess it.
There are 300.
Right, right.
There are 300 in Mumbai.
Yeah, 300 alone in Andheri.
The entire list is in front of
Yeah.
me. Let's do it. This podcast will become that. This episode.
Yeah.
So cool. I've done some script writing work. I've
Really?
written on two. Sumit, you also don't know this. I've written on two different TV shows. One of them was called Bhuttu on ZTV. It's about a little girl, 8 years old, who dies and comes back as a ghost to be reunited with her biological mother who is still alive.
Why are you so dark?
No, but it's a comedy show. That's the thing.
It's a comedy show?
It wasn't a
Where is
dark
this
show.
going?
It's not a dark show. It was a
Is it-
remake of some Bengali show or something, if I'm not wrong.
Oh.
I was working under a head writer, and so all the work comes to me, because I'm the junior most
What-
guy in supply
Wa-
chain.
was the that assignment was the last thing you did? for
Yeah, that was a
writing?
last writing gig. No. Also, so after that though, I was writer for another show called TV Ke Us Par,
What
Okay,
was that about?
which is about it was on UTV Bindas. Okay. And the show is about this woman who watches she likes her daily soaps, right? Her Indian daily soap she likes.
Monisha.
One day she realizes that she has the ability that when she falls asleep, right, she goes into these TV shows.
Ooh.
You
Okay,
don't say.
and then the world inside the TV show becomes her real life. Okay, and then she's able to go back and forth. One day when she comes back out, so again this concept up till now is great, right?
Yeah.
One day when she comes back from this the TV world
Hmm.
into the real world, a little person follows her back, who's supposed to be like a genie of some sort. Or
Yeah,
something like
yeah.
that, okay, but like a little person follows her back, and then it goes to the dogs from there.
So you basically wrote
Yeah,
the
yeah.
entire thing.
No. My part was the little person part.
The little-
That wasn't our part. No, that wasn't it.
So,
Dude, I
so
no, I would
basically,
just
you have written a person who's a stalker, and he
Yeah,
he comes
that's-
back, and you write
no,
his
no, no.
dialogue.
But this woman takes the little person in as her child. It's not a stalker, bro. What are you
Okay.
this is India, man. What are you talking about? Did you talk about stalker movies or all? It's not Bazigar, man. What are you saying?
Sure.
So, all this leads me to the point that, guys, we are back in the office
Yeah.
after really long. And so a lot more to talk about coming back to office. But the main thing is that, dude, how do I get myself in the mood to come back? Firstly, what I've been doing is watching workplace comedy. Some of my favorite shows just happen to be workplace comedies, which are always easy to watch, always on in the background, even if I'm not doing anything else. So we'll talk about some of those shows also. So like shows like Office, and The Office, all the offices. So all that coming up on this episode and more right after this very short break.
$100. That's all it takes to begin your journey with Bitcoin and Ethereum. No, really. With CoinSwitch, you can start investing in over 100 cryptocurrencies with just 100 rupees. On top of that, there are zero charges for deposits and withdrawals, so you can trade, buy, sell, however and whenever you want. All of this, plus their extremely intuitive interface, makes CoinSwitch the perfect app for beginners in the crypto space. But don't take my word for it. Just download CoinSwitch for free and try it out for yourself. If you'd like more information on cryptocurrencies, tune into a show about crypto with me, Rohan Joshi, my new adventure on IVM Podcasts. CoinSwitch, kuch to badlega.
And we are back talking about workplace comedies and talking about just coming back to the office, guys. After Diwali, that's when our office has opened back up. The
Yeah.
Diwali just ended, and our boss was like, "Hey, man, come back to work after Diwali." And
It
we
took Antriksh
no, it
2
took Sumit
days.
and me, or it took Sumit, both of us. We both did come yesterday, or day before yesterday, and yeah. But then I guess we have to start coming to work.
Yeah.
But are you guys happy though? Like, were you guys happy about coming
Yeah.
back to work?
Definitely.
Did you have to, Zalak? Did you have to attend work even during the lockdown, or did you?
Yeah,
were you off?
I did.
Oh, you had to, right? You had to
Yeah,
go for
yeah.
shoots and stuff, right?
Yeah.
Oh,
So
man.
But it's for a
it's
small period of time.
I think it's very normal for her to coming in the office like during this time, but not for us because we were
Yeah, we were literally trapped at home.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Like for 2 years we
Yeah.
were stuck at home. We were producing podcast.
Yeah.
At least you, and in your
Yeah.
case it was more of coming and going.
I could
Yeah.
go from February till the start of the second wave. So I think May,
Mhm.
I could go till then.
So Sumit and I had like slightly similar-ish experiences because when the lockdown happened, right? We had a team of like what 8 producers or something, right? 8 producers before the lockdown,
Hmm.
or like a month before the lockdown. And towards the lockdown, only Sumit and I were the only producers left. Other producers left for like various reasons. The lockdown also
Okay.
happened, and people left because of that. Sumit and I were the only ones left, and we were handling like 12, 13 shows
Oh my
each.
god, per person?
Yeah,
per
man.
person. Yeah.
And we were
Wow.
going mad, but it had to be done. Work has to be done. You can't not have a release. But it was, I mean, we grew. in
Yeah,
that time.
and we came
We
a really long way now.
Yeah.
Right
Yeah.
now we have a good team, so
You have a great team right
that's
now, yeah.
that's a really
Yeah.
good thing about
That's an
our-
excellent thing. Oh, dude, and also, so again, listeners, we are now in a new office. In the sense, IVM Podcast's office is a new office. We have a new studios. We have new
just got
workstations.
updated.
Yeah, we got new laptops, man. How does that happen? That's good times. So, Zalak, I don't think you ever saw the old office, did you?
No, I didn't.
Okay, so the old office, it was nice. It was a little cozier space.
Mhm.
We had one recording space. We had like a workstation room which could seat, I would say, like 12 people if everyone's like packed together. So yeah, Tejas, what would you say? 12 people in the previous one? Yeah, so about 12 people or so. And this new one, our new office, dude, the workstation can easily fit like 50 people if needed.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
again, if you're packing again everyone together. So great, right? The amount of space is great. Amount of plug points is amazing.
And
You can't-
everywhere there is a plug point.
Everywhere there's a plug point.
Yeah.
It's great. My charger, but still my phone is at 9% charge. I don't know how that happens.
You have the
8%.
charger right next to you,
And it doesn't work, man. It does not work. Okay. Anyway. So yeah. So how was firstly the lockdown for you guys? Zalak? I know
It
how
was
Sumit's was
pretty
kind of.
chill.
Yeah?
I mean, yeah, it went smoothly actually. Thank God it went smoothly.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
It could have gone either way, right? Your lockdown.
Yeah,
if
yeah.
it's, I think
It's either
it's-
black and white.
Yeah, it's basically down to how it starts.
Yeah.
Yeah, imagine if your lockdown started with, I don't know, God forbid, someone in your family getting COVID, and then I think, oh no, actually, it can, again, from that situation also it can go either way, because if your family member gets COVID pehle hi and gets like cured pehle hi, then you're like, dude, why is everyone so scared?
अपने अंदर ही वायरस है.
Yeah.
अपन ही वायरस
Upon each
है.
virus. So yeah, again, it can go either way. I think for me, I went through like slightly like it was ups and downs, right? There'll be a like 1 week will be like, oh man, that was such a great week. I got laid and all. No, that never happened.
Getting late in pandemic. Wow.
Dude, oh wait, I've told you this, Sumit, man. I
Yeah.
went through 2 breakups in the pandemic.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh
yeah.
my God.
Yeah, that's
What?
how I roll, man.
Were
That's,
those the ups and downs?
That two breakups were the ups and downs. So the ups came after the first breakup because I was getting into the second relationship. And the downs came when the second relationship got over. I realized, damn it, no more relationships to go around. Damn it. What am I gonna do? Life sucks.
The desperate Bumble swiping was that time.
Yeah, that's still going on. That phase
That is
of my
still
life.
going
yeah,
on.
yeah. Dude, and not just Bumble.
Not on Bumble.
I'm on, okay, I'm not even kidding. I am on Bumble, of course, but also Hinge and Tinder, the other 2 popular
Hinge.
dating apps.
You promoted Hinge.
Dude,
like
I don't
anything.
I don't do it anymore.
Oh,
I
shut
don't
up!
promote it
Dude. In
anymore.
the last time
Did I?
we talked, you promoted Hinge like.
Dude, I don't think so.
Anything.
I think I would have promoted Bumble more.
You did, but like your I think it was your new love with Hinge that time. Yeah. So you
girlfriend.
promoted like anything, dude. I don't know. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't remember defending Hinge that much, but okay, if you're saying it. But so I'm on Hinge, Tinder, Bumble, of course. I'm also on Truly Madly, and I'll.
Whoa.
Nobody uses these apps, dude.
Yeah, why are you?
Dude, Truly Madly में मेरे पासवर्ड मेरा स्वाइप भी खत्म हो जाता है. There are no more people left.
Why did you
Yeah.
download it after the video game ad? Uske
No.
baad-
I downloaded it. Okay, I'm being honest here because I know that person will never listen to this. The co-founder of Truly Madly, or was it the founder? I'm forgetting his name. He was on Cyrus Says, and that morning I downloaded Truly Madly.
चलो try करके
Try
देखते हैं.
करते हैं, bro. This guy is really passionate about it.
देखते हैं कैसा है.
Yeah, so that's why I downloaded.
But
Truly
if
Madly.
he's listening to it, please add more people.
No. You know what he had
Antariksh
promised
is,
me?
facing
What-
a
you know-
problem over here.
You know what he had promised me? He had promised me that, oh, you have Truly Madly, because I told him, "Okay, yeah, I have your app. I downloaded that morning." So I told him, yeah, I have your app, and he went, oh, cool.
I'll offer you.
No,
some,
I'll help your profile out. In similar ways, he
Ooh.
said,
Yeah.
like he's saying, कि, like you make me like more wanted somehow.
But
Or
sorry.
desired. I don't know how that works.
but 6 तो लोग हैं. उसमें क्या help करोगे? That's my question. Sorry, truly
No.
badly.
Truly Madly, no. We're just joking. There are 7 people. And me not included. No, a lot of people. I'm just joking. So okay, what about you, Suman? How are your?
My lockdown was very ups and down again. Started off really problematic because I was in Mumbai, away from my house, away from my hometown. I was
Yeah.
here. Then after that, I don't know. This is
You're from Nagpur, now, bro.
Yeah. I'm basically from Nagpur, but my the entire lockdown phase was bad because of my landlord. Okay,
Really?
women landlords are sorry to say, but
Oh man.
it's
Okay, no, wait.
they're so badass person ki they are like they
What's the worst situation you've had with the landlord?
so worst situation was something like this ki my friend's sister lost.
Wait. Just quick question. Does the landlord have a problem if you call friends over late and all? Is that a thing?
हाँ मतलब
Yeah.
that's तो there. It's like a societal problem.
Oh, I don't
Yeah.
understand that, dude.
That's
I
a
need
and even like if you're getting if you're getting your girlfriend just for some time.
Dude, they think
They, like,
you're running a brothel.
हाँ, I
They
mean,
literally, dude, that's what their
and
thinking is.
मेरे
Dude.
यहाँ पे तो क्या problem हुआ था मतलब so my friend's sister was lost her house due to some fight with her landlord.
So all
Okay.
landlords
So
are
all landlords are bad. ठीक है और lockdown में ही सबका
Dude,
सब
you called a
परेशान.
landlord a anything after that is fine.
Yeah, so, ठीक है.
Yeah.
So और लॉकडाउन में ही सबका परेशानी मतलब देने का टाइम चालू हुआ कि
Yeah.
they used to like harass you as in give you trouble.
हाँ.
ये वो.
So what happened with?
So
yeah.
yeah, exactly. मतलब my friend's sister was staying with us
Yeah.
that time during the first 3 months,
Uh-huh.
and one day मेरे घर के नीचे वाला जो बंदा था, a single Buddha used to stay there.
उसने घर
And
बना लिया.
नहीं वो
मेरे
एक दिन
घर
उसके यहाँ पे
का-
लीक हो रहा था and then he got a plumber ऊपर में
Okay.
हमारे घर पे
Okay.
and he saw a lady, he saw this मतलब sister, our sister,
Okay.
and then he
he-
complained it to
What
our landlord.
What a
Okay.
jerk, dude.
एंड वो लैंडलॉर्ड कॉल करके बोल रही है मेरे को आना पड़ेगा लगता एंड तुम लोग निकलो घर से अभी ये वो ऐसा वैसा मतलब
So she made an issue.
या अबाउट दैट एंड
What an ass. Yeah.
वी एक्सप्लेन्ड
Yeah.
एवरीथिंग कि उसके पास घर नहीं है दैट्स व्हाई वी हैड टू डू दिस थिंग ये वो बट शी कुडंट लिसन एंड उसके बाद मतलब फिर डिपॉजिट देने के टाइम भी वो और अलग झोल
Dude, that's a thing, man.
that's how my lockdown started and then
But wait, how good is your apartment? That why you keeping up with this, like putting up with this?
No,
shit?
no, I'm not. I left
You
that
left that
house.
place.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, left that
But
place.
how-
But
how
in
lo-
the I'm locality, I'm there.
Okay. How long
उसी
did
के घर के आगे.
How long did you stay at that house though?
Like 6 months only. After
Okay, no.
January, since I joined IVM, I moved to that place.
But this is a very
around-
common thing though. This men not allowed in women's.
I
this
mean,
thing. Or like even so, dude. I stay with family in my house, right? And sometimes I have friends who come after like 12 at night to chill and whatever. and we hang around in the compound area. So, dude, like the watchman have stopped allowing my friend to come inside just because she's a girl, dude. In the middle of the night, dude, like who am I? Nobody is down. So they're like, sir, ऊपर जाना है तो ऊपर जाके relax करो.
क्या
Relax
बोलता है?
करो.
देखो सुना ही आ रहा है तू
Yeah.
जो बोल रहा है उसको बोलना.
Yeah, and I'm like, dude, I just want to chill down, smoke a cigarette with my friend. That's it. There's nothing else I have to do.
वो तो ठीक है ब्रो, उससे भी ज्यादा प्रॉब्लमेटिक क्या था, पानी जो पानी का 20 लीटर का कैन रहता है ना,
हाँ.
एक टाइम पे तो वॉचमैन वो तक अंदर नहीं आने दे रहा था.
Dude, that's
That's a
ridiculous.
very
I don't understand that at all, dude. Dude, watchmen have gotten like this crazy amount of power for some reason in this pandemic that hasn't gone away, dude.
they are like an antivirus to the building.
Okay, so dude, like just yesterday, so I'm seeing this girl right now, okay? And just yesterday I was
Ooh.
at her
Third.
place. Yeah, this is third
truly
guy,
truly
the pandemic.
madly is
Yeah,
working.
yeah.
Truly madly is working.
Yes, correct. So I was at a place this last night and leaving a place around 4 in the morning, okay? But regretting leaving a place because
Walk of shame.
no, the watchman, dude, I had to first wake up the watchman to open the gate. Okay, that's the thing, dude.
भैया.
Yeah.
That's a bad scenario.
Yeah, that's a terrible man. And this guy is already super judgmental because when I enter also, no, now he knows my face, okay? And he's so judgmental, dude. You can just tell, like, this guy's not happy that I'm visiting this building for some reason. Like, what does he care? But he just is never happy to see me, okay? And I'm super sweet, dude. I say, like, thank you, sorry when I wake him up 10 times. I'm super sweet, dude.
10 times.
And literally, I'll say, like, sorry, उठाया, sorry. अरे, sorry, सो रहे हो यार, sorry, मेरे को gate खोलना है, please, sorry. I'll say sorry, like, for no reason, dude. And this guy doesn't say a word to me, okay? First, he gets up. You cannot get up more slowly from your sleep than this guy when I wake him up, okay, at 4 in the morning. Gets up very slowly, sits in where he gets up. He sits on that charpai thing. He sits for like a good 2 minutes, okay? Well, I'm just standing there, I'm looking at him like, dude, I see you. How slow could you be? He's doing this on purpose. This guy, dude. Then he like slowly gets up, opens the gate, and like there's like a loud noise the gate makes when it opens and all. And then this guy's like always like, "Acha, agli baar jaldi se nikalna," whatever. So
One
it's
second, he's not supposed to sleep at the night, right? He's a watchman.
Yeah, I know, right?
Exactly. Now she says it.
Yeah, you're
मेरा
right,
भी
dude.
दिमाग-
Yeah, I should sue him.
जागते रहो.
Yeah, exactly. No, but actually, you know what is happening nowadays is I think watchmen are able to sleep because people in my building also.
Hmm.
It's good that the watchmen sleep, man. Poor guys, they don't. You know, a lot of them do double jobs. Like they'll have a night shift at that one building and then a day shift in another building to make extra money, which
Oh,
is
damn.
insane, dude. So I don't fault them.
Speaking of that, my building's watchman is he recently got his Amazon Prime and he asked me to change the
Oh.
language into Hindi to English.
Okay,
Okay,
wow.
for a particular series,
Huh.
and he watch all the night, binge watch and sleep.
Damn.
He doesn't give a
Wow, dude.
doesn't give a
Nice. Yeah. I that's I have a watchman in my building who, whenever I pass him, he's always watching something. But he's nice, dude. He's always like laughing when he's watching something. He's always watching something comedy, and he's always like, ha ha ha, so loud. Love that, dude. Good guy. So coming back to
We,
the topic
we
at hand.
went
We went, yes,
a lot.
So we're back in the office now. What are your expectations of like a post-pandemic office world? What do you think is going to happen? What do you think is going to
I
change?
think it's the vibe is more chill, like
it
earlier.
does feel that way. Yeah.
And
Everybody is happy to come back.
everybody is happy to come back, excited to meet the people
Yeah.
who have like for us
Yeah,
PM,
correct.
like that right now the team is very new,
Yeah.
as in we haven't met them in person.
Yeah, correct. Like,
we are
close to you,
we're
yeah.
still meeting them physically, and this that we know them for a long time on Google Meets,
Yeah.
but not on personal thing. So that is an exciting element. Then there is a excitement of new office
New
that is
office.
also there.
Yeah.
Then
Free Pepsi.
free Pepsi, free Coke,
Free
free
chips.
chips.
Yeah, good
What
times.
else you need?
Yeah, great coffee. Yeah.
Great coffee, yes, exactly. What else you need?
What
So
else you
yeah, so these are the element which got me excited to come at the office first.
Yeah, I'm sure it's pretty much this similar for me. Zalak, what do you think?
Yeah, pretty much. I've never had an office this
Nice.
huge,
Oh, okay,
great, with
cool.
free
Oh,
coffee.
nice.
free
Oh, okay,
chai
so it's a
and
small production house.
everything.
Thanks
Yeah.
for narrowing it down for us.
300 से कम हो गई है
Okay.
list. Nice.
Okay. Okay. One more thing I want to ask you guys is, do you guys think you have changed in the last 1.5 years?
Definitely, so
Yeah.
Of course,
much.
dude. Of course.
Yeah.
पेट ही निकल गया है मेरा, मैं तो
Physically
पहले
also,
बोलूंगा.
yes. Of course, I've gained a lot of weight physically, yes. But mentally, you think, or
Yeah.
even like what your expectations are from your job, have they changed?
हाँ,
Yeah.
Definitely. Matlab, see, when we like as you said before, ki, when we were handling 12 shows each,
Hmm.
that time we had to just like
Just get it done, get it done.
just get it done
Yeah.
kind of attitude. But
Yeah.
after a time when we got our space to experiment a lot,
Huh.
it gave us the whole essence of like creativity and experimenting with different things.
Yeah.
And then also new things also came into our plate, so that also got us something, a good kind of atmosphere to experiment, most probably. Yeah.
Yeah, cool. So what I think for me is that so firstly, Mondays are the worst.
Oh.
Right? Getting up on Monday and reaching work, man, that is difficult, right? Every Monday, I think like, should this be the Monday I quit? I never do it.
But then
But I think-
what is most, sorry to cut
No,
you
it's
down,
okay.
but what is the most painful thing that Sunday night that you
Yeah,
remember
I was
gonna come
tomorrow
to
you
that.
have to
and you start remembering all the
हाँ,
work that is
Yeah.
left.
all the work, like
Yeah, yeah.
exactly.
Okay, ये भी कर रहा है, वो भी
And
कर रहा है, वो भी
Sunday
कर रहा है.
रात को if you went out for a
You
drink
can't
or
enjoy it, dude.
anything,
You can't enjoy it.
you
You
cannot
cannot
enjoy
enjoy
it,
it.
dude.
Yeah, yeah,
Like
absolutely.
वो back of the
impossible.
mind paranoid चलते रहेगा कि इसको कॉल करना है, इधर
हाँ,
पहुंचना है,
correct.
वो करना है,
Dude,
ये
absolutely, man. That is exactly what it is,
fucked
right?
up thing, dude.
So we talked about this on Cyrus Says also today morning. The world right now is going through something that they are terming as the Great Resignation.
Ooh.
Okay, this is because this is I think this a survey was done by Microsoft, where they can do like mass surveys and then
Mhm.
they do averages out of those surveys and all.
Yeah.
And they have said that from their survey, right, from their study, they're able to tell that 40% of the world's workforce has said that they are looking to quit their job this year, this 2021 year.
Oh my god.
40% of the world's workforce. 2.9 to 3% of Americans, that is close to 4.3 million Americans, quit their jobs just in August of this year. Only in August,
Oh
one
my
month,
god.
4.3 million Americans quit their jobs. I think the Indian numbers weren't there. They didn't have the Indian numbers because a lot of our jobs are also in the unorganized sector, which is
Hmm.
how do you calculate that, man? Also, our government does not do numbers.
छोड़ना है छोड़ो,
Yeah, yeah,
करना है
exactly.
करो.
Exactly. So a lot of those things. But it's like crazy, you know. Like, and the reasons people cited as the reasons as to why they quit the job or why they will quit their job is 40% of the people said they were facing mass burnout. About 20% said that they wanted more flexibility as to the work hours or something like that, and 16% said one more reason which I'm forgetting right now. But yeah, 40% said burnout. So I can totally understand why all of us were like every Monday we feel the same.
I have a question over here.
Yeah.
So, did you guys ever felt the burnout, like wherever you have worked earlier?
Yeah.
Did you felt the burnout in office or was like like digitally working?
In office.
So the thing is, I have like a proper job that I had. The script writing
Yeah, yeah.
wasn't a job. We used to sit in cafes. I used to sit in my head at cafes and just write there. Right.
Right.
But before that, the only thing was I interned as an
Hmm.
architect, and I was already miserable in architecture.
What is
You're
the
an
scope of
architecture,
work?
Dude,
you're
I
a
have done
content
everything,
writer, you're
everything.
an actor, dude.
Comedian, yeah, all of that. I do too many things, dude. I've always been indecisive all my life. You know, I studied, or at least I got, what do you say? I took coaching classes for IIT. I didn't do
Wow.
that.
That
And then I went to
confidence,
architecture.
that confidence I need.
Dude, it's not my confidence. My parents' confidence in me, which is suffocating as hell. Okay, so what was I just talking about?
Burnout.
The burnout.
Yeah, the
thing.
burnout thing, right? So we are going through something called the Great Resignation. I know friends personally who have quit jobs and are looking to start their own startups or are looking to just start freelancing, because what people are understanding is firstly that flexibility is super important to them in the sense that this phrase I read today was that people are no longer looking to have their lives revolve around their job. They want their jobs that fit into the life they already lead.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think more and more people are understanding that is a possibility. At least I can find a job that suits those needs of mine.
See, employees are understanding, but is
So
an
exactly.
employer
So what is no no?
is
So what is happening
understanding
because of that, right? So see, it's not like the employers are not aware that the great
Yeah, yeah.
resignation is going on. They are losing their employees. So what employers have started doing is if they started giving like more incentives or better incentives to
Oh.
stay to keep their employees with them, right? And or you offer like flexibility, or you offer things, the reasons why people are leaving. If you are able to address those reasons, then people will be less likely to leave.
Balanced out.
So very interesting. This article was extremely interesting.
I quit a job myself this
You
year.
did?
Yeah. Same production house, small Chotu production house.
बोल ही दो
Because
आप तो.
दे दो गाली.
because the thing is, we used to work from Monday to Friday, which was regular for us. But then they started calling us on Saturday, Sunday as well. So we had no break in between. We had to work 7 days a week
Oh man.
continuously for 3 months.
What was your job duration, like work duration?
Dude, 12-hour sets, 12 hour.
Yeah, 12
Yeah.
hours easily.
Dude, this is shooting, no? Anything, anything in showbiz is 12-hour shift
Yeah,
at
yeah.
a minimum.
And not all of it was on set. Most of it was in office or work from home, whatever. Work from home to nahi tha. Basically, we were asked to come to
Okay,
office
no,
every day.
but only on set it's 12-hour shift. If it's in the
Then it's
office
a
and
12-hour shoot, 12-hour
day. Okay.
yeah,
it's
day.
12-hour work day.
But we were not paid according to the 12-hour or
Oh, dude,
14-hour
yeah,
thing
I get
because
that.
we were
That's fair.
contract employees.
That's very difficult, man. But oh well. So then what do? You just quit?
I quit.
And then you
I
just
needed my Sundays.
is that
Saturdays
is
So
was
that
how
fine.
long did you work there?
3 months.
3 months.
Yeah.
Wow.
The work was
It's
fine, but
Probation,
just
probation time.
the work was fine. They promoted me twice in those 3 months, but
what?
I couldn't do Sundays without
Was it
Sundays.
that show too?
Yeah. How small is production house, dude?
Yeah, because people are quitting left, right, and center because nobody was happy in their work. Right now, they have a completely different team than what I had. My colleagues were there. No, none
Oh,
of them
no,
are
nobody-
working.
You should have stayed there for 6 months. You must be CEO
Yeah,
by
yes.
then.
I'm good. I would never.
By that time.
Yeah. Yeah, hey, I'm the CEO of the company. Oh wow, man, how are you? How long have you been working? Just 2 months.
6
Just I just joined.
Great.
So coming back to the topic at hand, we were going to be talking about since you're back at the workplace, and a good way to get back into the mood of coming back to your workplace is watching some awesome workplace comedies. And the first one I want to talk about is one that the three of us have been listening to the intro theme song of endlessly. Just-
Before recording,
Yes.
we were having
You're reminiscing.
yeah,
our
we were
childhood
yeah, we were praising that praising the title song to like
for Office.
for Office.
Yeah,
yes.
the TV show Office,
Yes.
starring Pankaj Kapoor
Pankaj Kapoor
and Sanjay Mishra and so many other
yeah, very nice
prominent
nice
actors of that day.
Correct.
Office was so great, man. I remember being a kid, my parents used to love Sub TV. Firstly, Sub TV used to have good comedy shows. They also had
Yeah.
Yes Boss, which was also a workplace comedy starring Rakesh Bedi. And I've done acting classes from Rakesh Bedi.
Rakesh
Ooh.
Bedi.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've done 2 acting classes, and I'm not even acting now. It makes no sense, guys. I've done Anupam Kher's actor prepares.
Ooh.
Don't say that.
I've stopped it.
Yeah,
दो
That's
episode
terrible
पहले
it
ही
was.
छोड़ दिया.
Yeah. And then I did like a small, like a personal acting thing with Anupam, with Rakesh Bedi also. But anyway, so Yes Boss was one show on Sub TV which we used to
So,
really like. Office.
Let's come back to Office.
Huh.
Which was your favorite character over there?
Firstly,
of
you
Office-
talk about Musaddi Lal. Firstly.
Yeah. Because
There's
Office is
Pankaj Kapoor.
something which like 90s kids in India
Yeah.
has like binged watched it. Like at least it was something which is going on in the bedroom whenever they used to like cross it,
Yeah,
and
correct.
then they used to just sit and watch
Yeah, correct.
whatever is going on.
Yeah, I
So
would- yeah.
like most of the people have seen it.
I think was there a Patel, the guy who used to talk in two, get the do baatein hongi? Who's that guy? What's his name?
I think so.
Patil. नहीं Patel?
पाटिल हो सकता है.
पाटिल हो
पाटिल हो
सकता
सकता है.
है,
या.
नहीं, हो सकता है
Patel
कि
ही
क्या?
अरे हो सकता है क्या? अब मतलब
अबे, what? Okay,
research
I'll
time.
look up.
Research time.
Office cast here, look up.
Yeah.
Do you want to bet something?
What? Do you want to bet that guy's name is
Patil or
Patil?
Patel?
I think Patel is.
I go
what
for
do you think,
Patil.
Ravi?
Okay.
You go Patil?
I'm keeping track.
Patel, guys, Patel.
Patil.
It's Patel. I told you.
Yeah.
Yes,
I
the
lose.
actor was Deven Bhojani, and this character was Patel, and he used to always talk in like doubles,
Yeah,
basically.
yeah, yeah.
Can tell you, ke, so say you're asking him for
Multiple possibility
Yeah.
guy.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's exactly it. Yeah. So say you were asking him for like, I don't know, like stamp my passport or something, right? And he'll be like, देखो अब हम आपका पासपोर्ट साइन कर देंगे तो 2 बातें होंगी, या तो आपका पासपोर्ट साइन हो जाएगा और आपको फ्लैट में चढ़ने देंगे, या तो आपको फ्लैट में चढ़ने नहीं देंगे. चढ़ने दिया तो ठीक, नहीं चढ़ने दिया तो 2 बातें होंगी. And then he just keep breaking it down. It keeps going to rabbit holes of 2 बातें. I
Yeah,
said,
yeah.
love that guy.
Dude,
Yeah.
my favorite character was Manoj Pava. Basically, he was the foodie. He
Yeah.
was the original foodie in that.
He was the original foodie.
In
He
the
was Kunal
series.
Vijayakar before Kunal Vijayakar.
Kunal, yeah. And amazing acting. Like every time the camera used to go to his desk,
Yeah.
he's always eating. And whenever Musaddilal used to be there,
Yeah, he used to
he
make
used to
him buy him food.
yeah,
dude.
buy him,
Like,
offer him food.
हाँ, अरे
ये
10
आज
समोसे ले आना,
एक
अच्छा आप
काम
पैसे
करो,
दे, yeah.
आज कचौड़ी खाने का मन
Yeah,
है. Something
exactly.
like that.
Great.
So great. Favorite character Manoj Pava.
What about you,
Yes.
Salak? Do you remember the show?
I was 2 years old when this show
2 years old.
released. Yeah.
Okay.
The most memorable thing for me was also the same dialogue. या दो बातें
दो बातें
होंगी.
होंगी.
हाँ,
हाँ.
definitely.
Yeah, exactly.
Also, the Musaddilal character was portrayed by such a brilliant acting that he always like a common man, basically common man.
Yeah.
Whenever
Absolutely.
he used to go into any office, any government office, or any bank for that matter, or any office scenario,
It was actually
the kind
yeah.
of reply what he used to get, Musaddilal used to get from these employee was so on point, and
Yeah.
it is so relatable to
Correct.
Indian audience that
Yeah.
that
I remember there was a woman who was always cutting fruits
yeah,
and
I mean,
vegetables. when talking to him.
and she used to offer it to the
Yeah.
customer.
Yeah, okay, आप भी
आप
काटो,
कर दो,
आप भी
मैं
काटो,
फाइल
हाँ.
ढूंढती हूँ.
Yeah, dude.
How cool.
Yeah, correct.
So
Uh,
chill.
So, Office, if you think about it, is not your regular office comedy. I mean, it has a lot of the same
Yeah.
tropes, and every episode is very formulaic in a way,
Correct.
right? But most workplace comedies take place in one workplace. Like, say The Office, they are in the Dunder Mifflin Company, or
Yeah.
Parks and Recreation, they are in the government Parks and Recreation office, and that's their workplace. In Musatila's case, in Office, every episode was a new workplace.
New
but the
workplace,
same
new
characters,
yeah,
very
same
similar
character
characters.
but different scenarios.
Different scenarios, but again, like formulaic in the sense
हाँ,
that
हाँ.
you know, okay, he'll go to this person first.
Plus,
and then he'll go
also
to that.
there was also one uniqueness that every place they used to maintain their own persona about that same character. Like if the
Yeah.
if the Manoj Pava thing, he always eating over there, or he's just corrupting things.
Yeah.
So he will constantly do that, like throughout the multiple episodes.
The entire show was just about talking about bureaucracy, right?
Yeah,
like how much
I-
the bureaucratic processes you have to go through all that
so
shit.
great, so well crafted.
So yeah, very smart. So another, we already talked about Yes Boss. We should talk a little bit about The Office. I'm sure
Yes.
both of you are fans of The Office.
Definitely.
Yeah. Have you guys seen the UK one also, or only the US one?
I
I've seen both.
started it, but I think I preferred the US one, and I did not want to ruin that experience with the UK one.
Fair
so
enough.
just
I would say the
stopped.
same for me, because I've only seen the US one. Although I'm a very big fan of Ricky Gervais's,
Hmm.
I've just not ended up watching the UK one yet.
For me, I started Office, and it's a very controversial.
We're talking about The Office.
Yeah, The
Yeah,
Office, the US one.
Uh,
So Steve Carell one.
Steve Carell, yeah.
yeah, that one. So I started it, but the first two episodes for me was very like slow and awkward comedy. It took
Oh,
a
okay.
time to pick
No,
up.
but
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
exactly what it is.
Yeah,
The
yeah.
entire thing is about cringe comedy and
Yeah,
awkward
yeah.
comedy,
It
right?
took
But-
me a couple of years to just pass the first season.
Oh
Yeah.
damn!
Yeah, and I
I'm-
watched the entire thing last year.
I'm still like
Oh, wow.
I'm still on episode 3.
So for that sense, there are other workplace comedies,
Yeah.
which are similar in vein to
To The Office.
but a lot more cheerful and less, like a lot less cringe.
Yeah.
I don't know if you guys have heard of Parks and Recreation. Have you guys?
I have.
No,
Yep.
I don't.
So Parks and Recreation is made by one of the writers from The Office. I'm
Oh.
forgetting the person's name. He's also the creator of The Good Place.
I saw The Good Place.
Yeah. So
Actually,
same
the thing
creator.
that happened with Parks and Recreation is I started it again, and it was so slow that it took me so much time to just get through the first couple of episodes
really?
that I stopped.
Okay, I understand what you mean. For me, what I see, like Parks and Recreation is like the happier sister to The Office for me, basically. Because it's still like it's a mockumentary kind of
Hmm.
style of comedy, kind of TV show, and it's to do with the Parks and Recreation department in this small town of Pawnee, Indiana, in the USA, and it's the employees that work in the department, and it's hilarious. There are like Chris Pratt was on that show.
Yeah.
That's how he became like known and big. Aziz Ansari was on that show. That's how he
Oh,
became
wow.
known and big. Amy Poehler, Ron Swanson, played by Nick Offerman. Again, some great characters. And yeah, I think it's, for me, it's like I can watch Parks and Rec way more easily than The Office. The Office, actually, I have to get into a mind frame. Okay, I'm gonna, because again, I've seen it. So I'm like, okay, now I have to get into that kind of a mood of just getting cringe.
But which one would you rather binge watch? Like
Parks
the
and Rec.
second time or
without,
third time?
without a doubt, Parks and Rec.
Second time and third time.
Dude, I have seen Parks and Rec like 5 times, and I
Damn.
still watch it again and again.
How
It's
about
great.
you? Office or Parks?
I haven't completed Parks yet.
Acha.
So for me, Office.
It's Office.
Yeah.
only.
I would highly recommend
Or
watching
either
Parks.
Office or Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
Oh,
I know our boss Amit is also a huge Parks and Rec fan.
Oh, nice.
And if I'm not wrong, today I heard Ekta, our production manager's ringtone, and it was a Parks and Recreation theme song.
Ooh.
There are a lot of people.
Yeah, there are these.
the hidden people.
Our office is infected.
Parks and Recreation.
Yeah. So that's Parks and Recreation. Any shows that I have
She
like a whole
just
list.
spoke about Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
Brooklyn Nine-Nine. Oh
Yeah,
yes, dude.
amazing
Love
show.
Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
Yeah.
Loved it.
I think I've seen, I want to say, at least 90% of the things that Andy Samberg has done. And dude, almost everything is great, dude. Yeah, I really like Andy Samberg.
For me, the best part about Brooklyn Nine-Nine is the editing. It is so on point. I don't think throughout all the seasons I've seen, there's not 1 second that I think is extra or should have been edited or cut.
Yeah.
So you both are fans also, right? You're
Yeah,
also
yeah,
fans,
yeah.
Smith.
Yeah.
I know what you guys will think of when I say the best cold open of Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
I know this one.
I know what you guys are gonna say.
You are
My fire,
Yeah.
yes.
the one.
Desire.
Believe
When I say
I want it that way.
Yeah.
that
Now
was bad.
number 5.
Yeah,
I
now-
Tell me
never wanna hear you say.
It was number 5.
Yeah.
It
Number
was
5.
number five,
Number
Gilmore Brothers.
Oh shit, forgot about that. That's so good. I love that cold open.
Yeah.
Very nice.
That's one of the best cold opens ever, dude.
Ever.
So that clip, because of that clip, I saw it on YouTube.
Mhm.
Okay, and then due to that clip, I started watching
Really?
Brooklyn Nine-Nine. Yes.
Oh wow, dude.
Before that, many people have recommended it, but I was not able to watch it.
Okay.
But because of that thing, it was so hilarious that I
Yeah.
had to watch it.
Very
So
funny.
and first sitting I went, and when I started watching it, first season is done. It was that quick.
Wow, yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So I started watching Brooklyn Nine-Nine in season 1 when the season 1 was still going on. From
Oh.
episode 1, I was watching it because I was a huge Andy Samberg fan. Just before that, he had just done the roast, which was the James Franco roast he had done. And on that, they had mentioned that he's gonna be on a new show about cops, funny cops, so unique. That was a roast joke. But yeah, so I was like, oh, he's gonna be in a cop show. That'll be cool. And I saw Andy Samberg,
Nice.
and he won an Emmy the first year, by the way, for
didn't know
For
that.
for Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
Oh wow.
the
Damn.
very first year he won an Emmy for best actor in a comedy
Wow.
show or sitcom, whatever.
Great.
That's Brooklyn Nine-Nine. One of my favorite shows right now, and has been for, I don't know, like close to 8-9 years now, is a show called It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. It has completed 14 seasons.
Ooh.
Okay, the 15th season will be back in January,
Damn.
and making it one of, like, I think the longest running sitcom.
Is it started from in 90s or after post 2000?
So it started in 2004 or something. No,
Oh.
every year. So if
Acha.
you just minus from 2021, if you minus
right.
15,
Okay.
that's the year it started in, basically. Like every year they haven't missed a
So
year.
bad with maths, no?
2006.
We cannot.
2006 क्या It's so bad. You just minus.
Very nice.
Yeah. So It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia is about these 5 people who own a bar together called Paddy's Pub. Okay, and they are just the most vile, most misogynistic, most narcissistic
Yeah,
human beings
definitely.
ever. Just always super self-involved, to the extent that if they will get some short-term monetary gain, say by plotting the death of one of the other 5 members, they'll happily do it. I don't give a shit about you, dude. Yeah, so great show. And
Favorite character?
so many. I think Dennis and Charlie would be a hard
Mm.
debate. Who you like? D? Who do you like?
Dennis.
Frank is also great. Mac is
yeah.
also great.
And I like in the first season, this childhood friend they had from their school who had
Jason.
a unibrow.
The McPoyles.
Yeah. I love those
Yeah,
characters.
the McPoyles. Yeah, correct.
Too chaotic.
Yeah, the McPoyles are just spoiler alert. This is the McPoyles are an incestuous family in
Yeah.
It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. All they do is drink milk and bang each other. and they're brothers. Though. It's just what it is. But it's hilarious on the show, dude. It
Yeah.
is great. It's dark comedy. It's and they talk about social issues also, and it's just so funny, man. The way they title their episodes is great. The episode one, season one, episode one. The title of the episode is "The Gang Gets Racist."
Oh,
That's the pilot of the show.
that makes that is a very clickbait type.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, great. So like they have other topics, other titles, like episode titles like "The Gang Solves the North Korea Situation," "The Gang Solves the Gas Crisis," "Gun Fever," "Still Hot." Great, dude. The titling is the best, and how they introduce that title in the beginning of every episode with that cold opens also just always fantastic.
Where can people watch this?
It's always funny. You can watch it on Hotstar right now.
Hotstar, yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's an HBO. No, sorry, it's an FXX show,
Acha.
and you can right now it's on Hotstar. So you can-
Perfect.
another show that I just got done watching because it just finished its second season is Ted Lasso. Did either of you check out Ted Lasso or
Mhm.
hear
I
about Ted
haven't.
Lasso?
I heard it on with you only. like,
Okay,
you were
so-
only talking about it.
Ted Lasso became a phenomenon in this pandemic. Okay, for instance, this past the Emmys that just happened 2021, like I think happened last month, right? Ted Lasso won like some 7 Emmys, dude. They
Oh my
dominated
God.
the comedy Emmys, which is like crazy, like very rare that happens for a comedy show. Okay, Ted Lasso is about this American football coach, who is hired to coach an EPL team
Right.
from the English Premier League, a football team from the English Premier League. And it's starring and co-created by Jason Sudeikis. You may know him from Saturday Night
Yeah, yeah,
Live
yeah.
and Horrible
Yeah.
Bosses and all that stuff. And he is the coach. His name is Ted Lasso, and the show is about him. And great, dude. Like
only like 2
super
seasons
heartfelt.
are there.
only 2
for
seasons.
this.
Yeah.
It's like started in
Just
last
started.
year only.
Yeah. The 2020 was the first season. 2021
Right.
was the second season.
I'll add it to my list.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So again,
sounds
super
awesome.
easy watch. It's very like happy, dude. Every episode makes you happy, and like of course there are like very heartfelt moments and sad moments also, but you just feel very good, dude, after watching. I think that's what led to his popularity because
People wanted that.
yeah, people wanted that in the pandemic. Especially you want that. Ted Lasso is created by one of the co-creators of Ted Lasso is Jason Sudeikis, of course.
Mhm.
Another one of the executive producers is someone called Bill Lawrence. Okay, Bill Lawrence. So he's the co-creator of Ted Lasso, and was also the creator of one of my other all-time favorites, a show called Scrubs.
Scrubs.
Have you guys heard of Scrubs?
Yeah.
Yeah?
I've heard of it.
It's funny doctors. Basically, that's the show. The entire show revolves around this hospital called Sacred Heart Hospital,
Okay.
and the doctors in that hospital. And again, every episode is hilarious. The main character is JD John Dorian, and a lot of the episode is made up of his imaginations of
Acha.
how he would react in such situations, which he
Yeah,
never
yeah.
does. But it's always super funny and great, excellent characters, and it's in a hospital. And it's one of the only shows where it ran for 9 seasons. Okay, and every season that it goes ahead, the doctors actually advance in their careers.
Hmm.
Because first year they are first year residents, second year they're second year residents, third year residents, then first year attending, second year attending, and then it goes on beyond after that, and they become like whatever heads of their departments or whatever. And still great till I mean, if you're gonna check it out, watch only till season 8 because season 9 may you know what happens. Some of the cast people leave, like The Office and all, right? Some of the cast people left, and then there was a whole thing.
How did you guys feel about Michael leaving the office?
I was very sad when it happened. I was like, dude, like how could
Hey, you just
okay, I'll
gave me
tell
the
you.
spoiler alert.
You haven't seen
No,
it?
I just said nah. I just saw only
So,
3 episodes.
No.
Shit.
So at first, now that you've already said it, that
He comes back, don't worry.
Yeah.
Nah. That was a bad cover up.
was terrible. Dude. For me, the Michael thing, I thought it would not be good for the show at all. I thought, like, dude, how can they survive? The
Yeah,
main
same,
person.
same.
Yeah, but it survived, dude. It was really good even after that. They got like other guest actors. They got Will Ferrell for a while. They got
Yeah.
Idris Elba for a while, and
my
it
God.
did really well, dude.
Yeah.
It did. Yeah,
When
Ed Helms and-
when does this happen? Like
We
in
won't
which
tell you.
season? Nahi, after that I won't watch it. And then
He
It's,
comes back, I'm not kidding.
Yeah, he comes back to go back
you
again.
Both, you both are so evil.
So it happens like somewhere midway. There only somewhere. Okay. So I think we've talked about a lot of the shows that I want to talk about. A couple of shows that I will feel terrible that I don't mention is again, I feel like I'm saying every show is one of my all-time favorites, but it's just true. 30 Rock is another great show, co-created by Tina Fey and starring Tina Fey, Alec Baldwin, Pacey Jordan,
Damn.
Jane Krakowski, and it's about basically so Tina Fey was the head writer at Saturday Night Live when she was a cast member of Saturday Night Live. So she was the head writer. So 30 Rock is loosely based on her experiences working at 30 Rock. 30
Wow.
Rock stands for 30 Rockefeller Center,
Hmm.
is where Saturday Night Live is shot, is the building
Oh.
Saturday Night Live is shot. And so 30 Rock is basically 30 Rockefeller Center. And dude, there is no better. I feel 30 Rock is like the epitome of sitcom writing, because everything is either a setup or a joke or leading to something like a big payout at the end or something. It is such genius level writing, dude. Like one of my favorite jokes. Okay, this is from from 30 Rock. Tracy Morgan's character is talking to Tina Fey's character and Alec Baldwin's character, and asking them. No, sorry, my bad. Tina Fey's character is asking Alec Baldwin's character for advice and saying, "Ke Jack, I don't know what to do. Should I go meet this man? Whatever, she's dating some man in this episode. Let's call him Travis. Okay. Should I go meet Travis under the bridge or whatever here?" And Tracy Morgan overhears them talking, and he goes, "Oh, you mean meeting under the bridge kind of scenario? We do that a lot in black movies, like A Walk to Remember, an Affair to Remember, Walk Till Tomorrow, and the black remake of Affair to Remember that I was in, A Bluffair to Remember Black."
That was a great impression, though.
Yeah, but who thinks like that? You know, Bluffair to Remember Black. My mind was blown. That joke. Who thinks like that? That is, oh man, love 30 Rock's
Superb
comedy.
writing, in short.
Great writing. Like it could not have been better, dude. Yeah. So check out 30 Rock. I know you wanted to talk a little bit about a show called IT Crowd. No, you've not seen. Have you guys not seen the show?
I've seen a couple of episodes.
Okay.
IT Crowd.
It was
no.
funny for its time,
Matlab,
but
yeah,
Okay.
I just read
Is
it.
it
online.
Reddit on a list?
I think it's lost its relevancy. Like The Office and all these shows, you can
Yeah.
watch anytime and laugh, but
That's
I think
true.
IT Crowd has lost its relevancy.
Okay, fair. I've only seen like I think the first 6 or 7 episodes, and it's been funny for sure. And both of the actors are very funny people.
Yeah.
But I've just not watched enough of it to be able to say much about it. Another 2 shows that are, at least I've written down, that we should be talking about is one is Silicon Valley. I don't know if you guys have seen this show.
So Silicon Valley, again, like I just saw 1 or 2 episodes most probably, and
Very-
started off very like mildly, but it takes, like, by the end of the episode, it makes a good hook
Yeah,
to
exactly.
watch the next
Yeah.
episode.
And a lot of the actors have since become
Yeah.
very big. Like Kumail Nanjiani has become
Correct,
very big.
correct.
TJ Miller became very big, but then he had like some Me Too allegations and all, and like some unprofessional shit that went on against him. So that was sad. Thomas Middleditch is hilarious.
It's a
quite
good
a good
show.
show. Yeah.
It's a
I
good
wouldn't say- I
show.
wouldn't say it's like fantastic or something.
Yeah, it's a good.
It's a good HBO
watch.
show.
Yeah.
So HBO already, you're getting good quality for the most part. So yeah, check it out. Finally, the show I want to talk about is again another HBO show. This one is starring Julia Louis-Dreyfus. You know Julia Louis-Dreyfus. She is Elaine from Seinfeld.
Oh,
Julia
okay.
Louis-Dreyfus.
Yeah.
Okay.
The
She,
girlfriend.
yeah,
Oh, right, right,
the
right.
woman friend. The woman friend on Seinfeld is Julia Louis-Dreyfus, and she starred. Firstly, by the way, one of the highest, actually no, the highest winning Emmy-winning actress ever, actor. Period.
Wow.
Is Julia Louis-Dreyfus, because I think
Damn.
she won for Seinfeld a year or two. She won for like another show that she did, and then for this show that I'm talking about now, this HBO show called Veep, VEEP, she won like 4 years in a row or something, dude, which is crazy.
Damn.
Okay, Veep stands for VP. Okay, VP is the Vice President of the United States of America, and she plays the Veep of the United States, and it is the most filthy mouthed show, dude. Everyone, because it's the White House, dude. Of course, these are all politicians and people who work in politics. They do not talk clean. Like the public images are so far removed than their own private images and how they talk amongst each other. Like the shorthand that they have with other political workers, you know. So some of the most, dude, vile language and insults you will hear. Again, some crazy hilarious jokes. Again, one of my favorite jokes from the show comes from a character called Jonah Ryan, sorry, who is a competitor of the Veeps, of Julia Louis-Dreyfus' character. This is like towards the end. This is like the last season, I think, if I'm one of these jokes. And Jonah Ryan is running for he's about to start his campaign. Start campaigning for president of the United States. And the people who are looking to fund his campaign are interviewing him. Okay, tell us about what you think, what your ideas are, how
Right.
do you want to make this country better and all that, right? He's like, man, I got tons of ideas. I'm so brimming. I'm like bursting at the seams with ideas. I'll tell you about them. They're like, yeah, tell us.
Super confident.
Yeah,
person.
super confident. So he goes, this is the idea he has. I believe in 5 years, America can put a man on Ellen DeGeneres. And then he burst out laughing. Love that joke, dude. That is so funny. Oh man. So I think I've listed all my favorite shows. I mean,
Eh,
just
there
happen
is
to be
there
all
is a
the-
one show I would like to talk about.
Yeah.
That's called it's an Indian show, Indian
Yes.
sitcom
Yes.
called FIR.
FIR.
Yes,
Yes.
exactly. And like people who have seen like sub TV kind of shows, FIR has to be one of their in their plate. And the character, the whole plot, it's like an Indian version of Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
Yeah.
Sasta Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
Hey, dude, this was before Brooklyn Nine though.
Yeah,
you're right.
exactly.
Yeah.
So, so the story is so
What are the odds that last week we just talked about cop movies and cop shows?
We should have talked about this.
I know, we should have.
Yeah.
Anyway, getting back to FIR, yeah.
Yeah. So FIR is basically a story of a police station where there's a female lead inspector with the name Chandramukhi Chautala. She's
Iconic name.
iconic
Chandramukhi
name. Like
Chautala.
I don't remember her like a real name, but Chandramukhi when Chandramukhi Chautala, the word whenever I hear it, her only face comes in my
Yeah.
and she justified that character with that name, with the Haryanvi accent and
Wow.
everything. That boldness is like it's amazingly like well shown. And then there are other misfits characters
Who
are
worked
there.
with her, yeah.
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 One like three different characters called Billu, Gopi, and Gulgule. Gulgule. Yeah. So Billu is the person who always forgets thing. Okay. Like, and he changes into a different character
Okay.
like in no time, and for some time he plays that character, and he's a police wala. Okay.
Wow.
Is that multiple personality disorder?
Yeah, you they did it before it was too
Wow.
cool. Then there is Gopi. Gopi is my favorite character. He's
Okay.
like a Indian fat uncle. Okay, and he always add is the in the conversation. So, for example, his one of the dialogue is, "What is the name? Is the Delhi mein airport? Palam is the something like that." It's a
Oh,
very
it's terrible,
very
funny. Yeah.
terrible, but
Funny,
yeah, funnily
Yeah,
portrayed.
yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
with the expression and amazingly like character played by people, and yeah. Then there is the last one is Gulgule, jo he always eating habits. That's again a character who always like to eat and like smooth talking. Basically, his the persona
Okay,
is.
okay, cool.
Isn't
And
there always a character like this in every sitcom?
A smooth
Somebody
talking
most
who just eats.
yeah eats or maybe talks too much.
I think that's an Indian sitcom thing, yeah.
Yeah,
Someone who eats lot.
there
Yeah.
has to be like
Yeah.
There's Kevin in The Office. There's those Scully and the other one in
Yeah,
Brooklyn
yeah, Brooklyn
Nine-Nine.
Nine, yeah, you're right.
so there has to be I think the format
I mean,
is
yeah,
like
okay,
that
that's-
only,
yeah.
that there has to be some
There are some like traits to these kind of shows,
Yeah.
right? They're like
Yeah.
there has to be one just proper dumbass. Like,
proper
who's just
dumbass, then
proper
there is
dumbass.
proper serious one,
proper serious one.
then
There's
there is
there's a guy who hates his job. He's just not happy
Yeah.
very often. And then one person who's like who is happy, in fact, or likes
Yeah.
the job quite a lot. There is the boss, the well-meaning boss,
yeah
who will say the wrong things but is well-meaning, so you can't get angry at the boss.
yeah
You know, so yeah, some traits are there.
So definitely, matlab, this whole workplace comedy, like people can definitely watch it whenever they are joining their office and binge watch it and see.
Yeah.
Have you guys actually ever came across any people that you think are part of some office comedies in real life?
Like real life characters.
No, I'm talking about just some people who have those characteristics from
Oh, okay.
characters
Who
on
remind
the
you of
Yeah,
characters
yeah.
like Dwight? Someone who remind me of Dwight.
yeah.
Yeah,
Uh,
I had one character in my like previous job,
Hmm.
and she was just like a Rosa from Brooklyn Nine-Nine,
Ooh.
like full bold and hates everything.
it's everything. Okay.
And no less talking, and he just wants to murder you.
He
Okay,
or she?
she
Oh,
sorry
Oh yeah.
so she just wants to murder you if you ever cross her line. So, like she's that dangerous कि मतलब बात भी
कर
करने
भी
में
देगी, है ना?
हाँ मतलब बात भी करने में तुम्हारी थोड़ी सी फटेगी.
Oh, okay.
It's that good.
Nice. Dude.
So she always used to like when I saw that Brooklyn Nine-Nine, I always like used
Thought
to
of her.
correlate
Oh wow. That's
with
cool.
her.
I can't think of someone, dude. I know I had a friend who was super obsessed with his looks and like all he talked about was like women and like really objectifying women. And there are always characters like that in TV shows. There are always characters like that who are like overly sexualized and stuff.
Yeah.
So that's the only thing I can think of right now. But yeah, I can't think of someone who I knew who reminds me of character. I can't. And
It's
You
fine.
have someone, Zana?
You have?
There's this one guy from my office couple of years back. I was just interning with them.
Another
Who
production
remind
house?
no.
Oh, okay.
Who reminded me of Ryan a lot from The Office.
Ryan from The Office. That's
Yeah.
BJ Novak's character,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Okay. Again.
Very similar to
What an
him.
unfortunate name, BJ Novak. All right. That brings us to the end of this part of this episode. Thanks so much, guys. We'll be right back after this very short break with some awesome recommendations, which you should definitely not be missing out on. So, see us right after this break.
Hello, everybody. It's been another great week on the IVM Podcast Network. On a show about crypto, Rohan asked the question, what is the metaverse? To Harsh Rajat, creator of EPNS, that's the Ethereum Push Notification Service, and what the term means. There was a fun episode of Cyrus Says Cock and Bull that we did last week. We discussed a whole bunch of different things on it. As always, we discussed the India-New Zealand match and the reactions to it, and elephants in Africa being born tuskless. On Audio Gyan, Kedar introduces us to filmmaker Ashish Avikuntak and his artistic film, etc. On The Longest Constitution, Priya takes a look at Gandhi, same-sex love, and why a few of our laws need to be changed to accommodate the LGBTQIA community. And on The Wire Talk, Siddharth speaks to Ayaz Memon, the sports writer, journalist, lawyer, regular on Khel Niti, former host of one of our shows, The Cricketwala Chronicles, and so much more. They talk about his new book, Indian Innings, The Journey of Indian Cricket Since 1947. Do follow us on social media. We're IVM Podcast on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and LinkedIn. And remember, if you're enjoying this show or any of our other shows for that matter, please do tell a friend. And finally, we'd like to thank our sponsors on the network this week: Cred, Bank of Baroda, Quarter, CoinSwitch, Kuber, Slate Coffee, Intel, Kotak Mahindra Bank, and Oxfam India. Thank you so much for making this possible.
All right. And we're back with some quick recommendations. Sumit, what do you have for us, buddy?
I have a animated series what just came up in like on Netflix.
Mhm.
It's called Inside Job. So Inside Job,
I saw a couple of episodes. It's very
yeah, it's very nice. Like basically, it's a antisocial. It's a story of a antisocial.
So think of any conspiracy theory that exists, right?
Yeah.
These guys-
American,
Yeah,
specifically
correct.
specifically related to America.
Yeah.
Any conspiracy, they
So that is to do with like everything. It can be a 9/11 conspiracy theory. It can be landing, moon
JFK
landing,
thing,
JFK,
yeah,
everything. So this show basically portrays or the concept of the show is, the
Yeah.
premise of the show is that every conspiracy theory that you hear about is actually a conspiracy theory. Okay, they actually
yeah,
they were all staged things. None of it was actually true. It's an actual conspiracy theory.
yeah.
Okay, and that's the basic premise of the show. So please go ahead.
Correct.
Then,
Yeah. So basically, the story is amazing. Characters are like very nice. I'm personally loving it. Like people have their own view about it. Like one of my friend, I just recommended this like last week. She didn't like it, so it's her choice. But I'm
her loss.
yeah. I mean, it's a gem. How can I miss?
Just call her what you called a landlord.
Yeah. So I that's my recommendation.
Okay, inside out.
Inside
Inside
Job on people can watch it on Netflix.
All right, Zalak, what about you?
So my recommendation is Okja. It's a movie
Okay.
from 2017.
It's a horror movie. No, it's a
Uh,
creature movie. It's a monster movie.
Yeah,
You know.
kinda.
Huh.
Not exactly. I wouldn't call it a monster movie,
Okay.
but it's a South Korean movie
Mhm.
directed by the director of Parasite, Bong Joon-ho.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and I'm just sad I had to see it. I only got to watch it this year because after watching the movie, I decided to go vegan. It's a very, very disturbing
Man, I can
and
never
moving
watch this
story.
movie.
I would
Man,
recommend everybody to
I'm
watch it.
scared
So,
of watching the movie now.
You
dude.
would recommend people to watch this movie and turn into vegan, or just
You
to
do you after watching the
Okay.
movie, but this is what it motivated me to do.
Okay, fair enough.
Fair
Fair enough.
Yeah. That's about it.
I'm not gonna watch it.
I'm
Please.
curious. After this statement, I'm just
Oh,
gonna watch.
This will
Ki
test-
what is
this
there?
will test-
What is there
Watch
that
the
made
entire movie.
Zalak
Okay,
go
I
into
never
Man,
cry in movies.
I'll watch it with a leg piece in my hand.
No, please. You will cry.
Let's
I
watch
bet
it
you will
together.
Yeah,
cry.
I'll watch it together.
I-
I'll be
I'm-
crying. Oh man, this chicken is so good.
I'm the person who never cries in movies, okay? There are
Really?
hardly like
Oh, no.
2 or 3 movies
Okay.
that I've seen in my lifetime that I've cried.
Dude, I cry in movies much more easily than I do in real life. It's true. I just some
I've
movies I would
noticed
tap
it's
into that.
usually opposite. I cry all the time in my life.
Oh really?
It's very
Oh,
easy for me to cry, but I never cry in movies. I can't.
Okay.
This movie is, I think it's 2.5 hours long. I cried for 2 hours.
So only
During
half hour part is
Matlab-
good.
oh.
Yeah,
So
it-
that
The entire movie is good.
that's why
Just
you
the
can.
first
That's
half
why
an
you don't
hour,
cry in other movies. You've used up all your crying in that one movie only.
Khatam
dude.
ho gaya.
Yeah, 2 hours of crying, man.
Yeah,
That's a task. That's a whole day gone, man.
Yeah.
All right. So that's Okja,
That's it. Yeah.
directed by what's the name again?
Bong Joon-ho.
Bong Joon-ho. And coming to me, I would like to recommend an HBO show which you can watch on Hotstar. It's called Dave. Okay.
Mhm.
It is so some of you might be aware, some of our listeners might be aware. There is a rapper called Lil Dicky. Have you
Mhm.
heard of Lil Dicky?
Yeah.
Yeah, so he has like some very funny raps, and he's actually a very good rapper, dude. The rhymes he writes are
Yeah,
great, okay, and good music and everything. But he's also funny also, okay. And so he got an HBO show. So Lil Dicky's real life name is Dave Bird.
Dave Byrne.
Okay, and so this show is created by Dave, written by Dave, and
Wow.
directed by whoever's directed by. Not Dave, but so the show follows him, loosely based on his true life, following him trying to make it into in the rap game. But he is a white Jewish kid. He is not a black rapper that
Yeah,
you
yeah.
expect rappers to be. He's a white Jewish kid, but he's super talented.
He's playing himself.
He's playing himself, and there's Andrew Santino, very funny comedian
Oh, nice.
from Whiskey Ginger,
Yeah,
the
yeah.
podcast, and other things. He's also there on the show. He plays his one of his best friends, one of Dave's best friends. So yeah, very good show. Check it out. It's an H. So I always say this, dude. HBO show means you already know it's gonna be a good show,
Yeah.
almost by default. Unless you're going
HBO
last
show
season of Game
versus
of Thrones.
Apple.
bro.
HBO
Let's
show
not.
versus Apple TV shows. Like,
Dude, HBO without a doubt. HBO has like such a long track record of
Yeah.
excellence, dude.
okay.
I would say. Yeah, that's my opinion at least. All right, so that brings us to the end of this episode of IVM Likes. Thank you for tuning in, guys. And if you're still listening, wow, thank you indeed.
You're 301 person now.
Yeah, you're 301. Yeah, thank you, man. Thank you so much. You 301st. All right, thank you so much. See you guys next week. Bye bye.
Don't you think that if everyone around you is getting smart, you better be smarter? Hey there, I'm the traveling professor Siddharth Deshmukh, and I'm back with season 2 of my podcast to make you smarter. Smarter with Sid. What's this season's focus about? Well, it's about 10-minute nuggets that will make you stand out at work. It's time to go from smart to smarter. Tune in every Tuesday and Thursday and become smarter with Sid.
Come learn and experience the ABCDs of being queer with me, Shunetro,
And me, Farhad.
on our show Gay BCD.
The two of us take you through our stories and experiences of being gay men in the city of Mumbai and have candid
And sometimes downright scandalous.
conversations about sexuality, gay culture, and everything in between.
Catch new episodes of Gay BCD every Tuesday on the IVM Podcast website, app, or wherever you get all your podcasts from.